with another to be. Anyways, this morning, so probably, I don't know, about 30, 40 minutes ago, I had unlocked Zebra. I had been trying to think about how I would be able to get this, and it just kind of occurred to me to, uh, I don't know, a couple things I guess occurred to me. So this is my, as you see, I have 14 out of 20, and all these triple kills I've got were from melees, which I think maybe 2 or 3 of them might have been actual shots, but I think 11 of these 3 kills without dying were from meleeing people. And here's the class in which I did it. I'll show you and give you a brief rundown. Howitzer, obviously, it's a must as you're doing the camo, trying to get Neon Tiger. You can kind of do these along your way, but I found that these are so much more easier to get than the long shots and score streaks, depending on what score streak. Anyways, we're controlling a particular spot. We're not camping, we're not sitting on our asses, we're just controlling a particular area. And we always need something to watch our flank. So the C4 axis is a very good indicator, as to if someone's trying to approach our back. Put it a good somewhat distance away from you, enough to know where, like, if someone ran by it, it would trigger that response, so then you can turn around, and as soon as they're entering that door or whatever that they're about to, like, flank you in, pop them in the face, or with their grenade, or with your I've been doing the melee just because I find it's much easier. I'm running 2 personal radars, and oh my god, I can't even tell you how amazing these things are. The indicators, when you notice when you pull up the personal radar, there's a middle ring, or an inner ring, a middle ring, and an outer ring. The middle ring, or the inner ring, actually means that they are within like a few feet of you in the game, obviously. They are within a few feet of you, whereas, the farther out the ring is, that means that, they are such said distance away from you. And, that can kind of gauge you, as to where you need to be. It'll tell you the direction. I mean, this thing has saved my butt, as I said. I mean, if it wasn't for this class, I would not be doing this good. Blind Eye. Blind Eye for the vultures, for the micro turrets, I mean, the wardens, everything in between. This is something you need, especially because when you're doing this challenge, you're not going to want to be inhibited by score streaks. Overclock. Overclock is a must, and I'll tell you why after this. Tac resist. I don't really find actually a lot of people running grenades or tactical grenades, and it pisses me off because I'm trying to do the perk 2 MasterCard, and that's the only one. I have like 6 people that have ever tried to stun me. I mean, it just does not happen a lot. It makes me so upset. Oh gosh, and I think something happened. Oh, well, I don't know what happened. Huh. Anyways, I apologize, guys. Call of Duty is doing something. A new patch is available. Oh, let's see. Something must have got added. Well, we already know about the double XP weekend. I don't wonder what could be added. Maybe they're giving us all the guns for free. So yeah, where was I? I guess this is probably gonna take forever, isn't it? Don't they know I'm impatient? Apparently we're... Oh my gosh, what is this, a little update? It's probably just... already updated and record. Oh my gosh, I apologize, everybody. What is this patch? Maybe it's just this Call of Duty on MLG TV thing.
I have several targets.
Anyways, guys, I apologize for that. Getting back to the video. Attack resist, you never know when someone will use this little, you know, their stuns, their blackouts on you. So it's always a good idea to be prepared. And the engineer, you know, I equip the engineer for a few reasons, to see C4s, you know, trips, cryos, in the events that are cryos. Place, just because, you know, I need to, you know, I just want to see what's coming at me. If there's a little scarab coming at me, I'll know to pop off my howitzer, you know, a few feet from it, or a few, you know, on it, and it'll kill it. But, you know, I just noticed that this class in particular seems to be very useful for me. The specialist that I chose and the perk that I unlocked was the active camo. And I also run marked target. Say if you got like a hit marker with this, you got a hit marker for one. Marked target prevents them from regenerating health for a few seconds, 5 seconds to be precise, and it also marks them for death, which I don't really know what that means. I think maybe that is what preventing regen for 5 seconds. I think that's what the marked for death means. So anyways, so, you know, that's just a few things that I, you know, noticed that work really well. You know, perhaps, you know, you could run FTLs, phase shift, pop behind them, but sometimes, as I was saying, get back to my little technique. So when I would run this, you know, if I get 1 or 2 shots, depending if I get like a shot with the howitzer and meleeed some dude, and by the time my active camo kicked in, I knew there were a few enemies close to me. I would pop that thing on and run out in there, you know, just run out in there and pop, you know, like pop someone in the back of the head, try to shoot off 1 or 2 of his enemy, like his friends that are near him, to see if I can get them. But usually, you know, that tactic alone has helped me get, you know, 12 of these done today. You know, I get 1 or 2 shots, you know, like a melee or 1 or 2 melees. You know, once I get to my second kill, that's kind of when I played a little bit more, like, very defensively. I was, you know, using my personal radars, you know, and then I would wait for my active camo to kick in, and then I would just pop that thing off, especially if I knew there was someone, you know, within a few feet of me. You know, if someone was shooting around the corner, you know, you know, between these tactics, I guarantee you'll be able to get this done a lot faster than you will be able to get this done. You know, it's crazy. I've had these challenges unlocked for a few weeks now, and I haven't been able. But then again, I don't really play as actively as I should sometimes, or as I would want to, not should. Anyways, guys. So, you know, I'll do another video grinding out the last 6 of these. It's so easy. I was getting at least 2 or 3 of these a match, depending on how much active camos I got. But, you know, somewhere within the 2 and 3 mark, it was, I mean, it's a lot of fun. I treat it more like a melee with that little added bonus of taking a shot. But, you know, the shots are so unreliable, I'm sure, as you guys have noticed if you've been grinding out these challenges. But, you know, I'll have this to gold in a bit, and then that'll unlock diamond for me. Then I'll have all my launchers at diamond, and then I have my my melee at gold, you know. Then let's see, so I'll have approximately 4. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, 10 guns to gold. So that's not too bad. I mean, I'm on my way, given what little time I've played. I'm pumping it out, guys. So don't you worry. So remember, if I can do this, guys, so can you. Squirrel signing out. Peace.